So I'm in the area where this all started, really, right? Let me explain. So Bitcoin came about because of 2008, 2009, the crash, right? My friend and I occupied Wall Street. We were the people you saw marching,
Got it.
occupying Wall Street. The banks got bailed out. We got sold out. I was there with the
Got it.
signs.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, not
So it was
cool,
like,
but
yeah. So obviously we weren't as the little guy going to be looked out for. And this is a space where it's for the little guy. I mean, we do need regulation. I get it to get
yeah.
big. However, like with the true DeFi stuff,
Yeah.
I can
There you
literally
go.
be the bank with liquidity and right. So yeah, that
I
absolutely.
like what you're saying. When did you kind of get into the true DeFi stuff? Was it with us? Was it before us? Because you just mentioned be the bank. That stuff pumps me
Right.
up when people actually understand that you are Wall Street, but it's infinitely divisible between any players who want to play in that game, which is really cool. So if you put in more, you make more, but it's the same percentage as someone who put in a buck, like the same
Mhm.
dividends basically ish. What got you into that?
So I was very interested in yield farming. That made complete sense to me too. So I would look
Yep.
into that and do that. And then what happened was, you might remember this, when everything started going downhill, people stopped really talking about yield farming because the percentages weren't what they were.
Yep.
So obviously that's something that should always be done. But I fell into the same trap as everybody else. Let me look into these,
Right.
dApps. Oh man, this looks so attractive. And I know how to do it. Right. I'm smart now. Right.
Yep.
So since I'm so smart, I know
Yeah.
how to get in early and get out, but you're still going to get wrecked sometimes. And it
Right.
still does not make as much sense as
Yep.
something like True DeFi.
Got it.
And this is exciting because now with True DeFi, which is focused on CryptoLabs, right?
Yep.
I really feel like I'm so happy. I know it's going to sound weird. It's the bear market because I can bang on my craft. I can learn it.
Yeah.
I can learn it. I can learn it. And then when the bull run does happen, because I have a pretty good bag, a bull run
Yep.
bag,
Good.
I can keep some and I can say, look, I'm going to allocate 70,000 toward True DeFi.
Good.
And from that 70,000, I now know I can make 80,000 off that because I know
Good.
how to do it. I've been practicing it for 8 months.
Good.
And how can we make our money work for us?
Yeah.
Like we're so brought up to work for our money.
Yeah.
Right. So to learn how to deploy my money and let it work for me is something I'm literally having to teach myself. And I have great parents. They didn't teach me this. I have a ton of business experience. I have a real estate company too. We own houses and everything. And I tried to bring that experience to that, which did not translate. So when I saw an opportunity, like example, Strong Block, right?
Yeah.
I would try to organize what I did like a business person would. You cannot do that. This space is different. And since there was no community like this for me, right? A community of people who can really help you. Like the people that start now and get into the community CryptoLabs are so fortunate.
Yeah. That's why we built it. I was like,
yeah, I mean, you have to have the knowledge.
Over 200 grand learning it. Like,
right.
That's a decent amount for most people, me included. So I was like, maybe we can help avoid people losing 200 grand.
I'm with you. Not quite that much, but a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, 100%. I could have actually lost more in something like Strong Block, but I did take some profit. So instead of losing whatever it was, 18,000, I lost 9,000. Yeah. But I was dumb. I could have made money.
What made you stick through the pain? Because a lot of people did that. And then they said, I'm writing off crypto forever. After that, they lost a ton. My buddy put 20 grand in Bitcoin, sold at 6 and said, I'm never touching it again. Still hasn't to this day. Although he's getting interested, and I'm worried for him because when the bull run comes back, those same people will start jumping back on when things are back, inflated, and it sucks for them. But what made you stick with it? Like, is it potential you saw? What was it?
Tenacity. It's partly my personality. Secondly, it's absolutely where things are going. And I really should have been in this space earlier, but because I am who I am with being outdoors and organic, I've always kind of fought against technology. Like, man, people need to spend time with each other. So I didn't find out about this probably later than I should have. If I would have embraced how technology can help you, but you also should be out living a life.
Well, agreed.
So it was that, but obviously this is the way things are going. It makes total sense to me. Also in life, and I know a lot of people have kids, right? I have a child. Now I'm doing certain things. I'm in meetings with you at CryptoLabs. You, right, Colin? And the most amazing thing happened to me. I was so happy about this. My daughter's behind me hanging out. She's 9, right? We're talking. All of a sudden she walks out. I hear her messing around in her little safe, her little piggy bank. She comes up to me with $40 and she goes, Mommy, I'd like to make interest on this, preferably compound interest. And I wasn't even at that moment trying to teach her anything, but she's listening and learning.
Yeah.
So to do things, a lesson like to do things and to grow who you are helps everybody around you.
100. That gives me
So,
shivers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're
watch
just gonna
who
do
you
what
have around you, right? So I'm in this community, right? I pay for this community. It's well worth it. You have to be around people who are supporting you and believe in you. I'll be honest, almost everybody in my life, they know nothing about crypto.
Yeah.
When I start trying to explain it to them, they act like I'm speaking a foreign language.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or even
God,
talk
no.
about money. I find like people don't
Yeah.
like to talk about money. I try to find communities where money is celebrated, not in a way of look how much I have. It's just, it's an open conversation about it because it's an every minute by minute part of our lives.
Mhm.
Everyone sacrifices that. Most people do stuff they hate for money and they say it's not important, but I'm like, you're literally
Right.
killing yourself to, like, money is the most important thing to you. Clearly, like, quit your job if money is not important. And no one
Right.
talks about it. And I found that really weird. So we've been trying to normalize just like let's talk. There's no shame being 100 grand in debt or having $8 million in the bank, and both parties will feel shame for having so much or having so little. It's crazy to me. It's just,
It's amazing.
it's a
It's
beautiful tool
amazing.
that circulates.
Right. And a little is a lot. Like you might think something's a little bit. I'll give you an example. $300. You talk about putting like sometimes 1,000, 10,000. Let's take $300, right? I put $300 in the Joe AVAX, USD AVAX
Nice.
pool. Nothing, right? Everybody say that's nothing. Okay. So I'm making about 0.4% a day, 0.5, but I have to manage it. So take a percentage off because I have to pay the gas and everything. So let's say 0.4. Okay. So 300, that's $1.20 a day. Well, that's nothing. Okay. Guess what? I'm learning it. So now if I put 3,000 in, that's
Yep.
$12 a day. If I put
Yep.
30,000 in, that's 120 a day. All of a sudden it's a lot.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Good.
look at that. You want to look at what you're learning
Good.
and how. So that's important.
We need
That's
to highlight
important.
that.
And learn what can be sustained. So those plans I tried to make with the wrong things, I can make with true DeFi.
Right.
Because I'm controlling my money. So I'm so happy to know there's a way to do that, because as a business person, I know you should be able to do it. But to know the right avenue to take to
Good.
do it, not just, okay, I just have to wait till the bull run, make no money.
Yep.
No, there's things you can do, which isn't just giving my money to somebody and hoping every night in my prayers, please, Lord, let them be really good people,
Right.
even though I don't know them.
So good.
I mean, I love the community. I feel like I've gotten a lot from it. I feel like it keeps me on track. We can all kind of lose focus a little bit sometimes, and to have, meetings and stuff and people pull you back in, stay focused, do the work, fill out these sheets. No, it's not, it might take you a little time, but it's so worth it.
Yeah.